Now and in Des Moines for us this morning, and we'll hear from Senator McCain in just a moment. Now, Senator Hillary Clinton. She's hoping that endorsement from the Des Moines Register will put her over the top in Iowa, where she is battling for the lead. She joins us in Iowa's Capitol this morning. Senator Clinton, good morning to you.
Good morning. It's great to talk to you.
Thank you. Despite this endorsement from the Des Moines Register, as we mentioned in the piece, your husband, the former president, said it would be a miracle if you win the caucus in Iowa. So where is all of your momentum gone from 6 weeks ago?
Well, I think we have tremendous momentum. I feel it every day. Obviously, the Des Moines Register endorsement was a great validation of my campaign and my candidacy. It made the case that what we need right now in America is proven leadership, the kind of leadership that I've offered, making positive change for 35 years. And as I travel around Iowa, I am sensing a lot of energy and support for me. I feel very good about where my campaign is. And, you know, I'm always in it for the long run. I am doing what I'm doing now to reach out and make my case. We're on a 99-county blitz. We're blanketing the state of Iowa with lots of people who have been my friends my entire life and people who have actually experienced the kind of changes I've made.
So, Senator, if people look at the last 6 weeks and they might question how Hillary Clinton responds to a crisis or how she handles pressure, and they might point to the fact that you complained about the all-boys network of presidential politics in the wake of the Philadelphia debate, they would see your husband complaining about media coverage of you. They'd see your campaign raise the past drug issue and use by Barack Obama or question him for his ambition. And they might say, well, this is really what we don't like about politics. Is that fair?
Well, I don't think that's at all an accurate representation of my campaign. You know, campaigns are like life. You know, some days are perfect, some days aren't. But what really matters is where you're headed, what you do when you suffer some kind of, you know, problem, how you put yourself back on track.
Do you dispute that those were responses to your... But Senator, I'm sorry, you said that was unfair. You dispute that those were how you handled things in the wake of hitting that rough patch?
Well, you know, I'm going to let voters decide that, not the press. I'm going to let voters make up their minds. And what I see happening here and across the country is that voters are responding very positively to my campaign. I'm a proven leader. That's what the Des Moines Register said. That's what a lot of my supporters say. People who come over to my campaign to make endorsements, like yesterday Senator Bob Kerrey did, and on Friday Congressman Leonard Boswell of Iowa. So I feel very good, and I've been through this before. So, you know, I really don't pay a lot of attention to the day-to-day. I'm looking at what the trends are, what we're doing, what kind of response we're getting. It's more for me kind of a touch and a feel, and I feel really good. All right, I feel very confident and optimistic.
Let's talk about a key issue that you raised on the campaign trail, and that's experience. It was actually, again, your husband, the former president, who said that Barack Obama, as president, would be rolling the dice with America's future. So, assuming you agree with that, let's be clear. An Obama presidency is a risk to what? America's national security, America's economic health, what precisely?
Well, I would ask people to read the Des Moines Register editorial. Basically, what they said is that we need a proven leader. We have tough times.
Right, but rolling the dice, what does rolling the dice mean? We know what the Register said.
Well, but I think that that's one of the principal cases for my candidacy. You know, if you want to know what changes I'll make, look at the changes that I have already made.
What's the risk of an Obama presidency?
Everybody talks about change in this campaign. Some people think you get change by demanding it. Some people think you get it by hoping for it. I think you get it by doing really hard work, and that's what I've done.
Senator, you're not really addressing this question, though. Your husband said it'd be rolling the dice with America's future if he were elected. What is the risk to America if Barack Obama is the president?
You know, he not only said that, but the Des Moines Register editorial implied that. And a lot of people are making up their minds among real candidates, not abstractions, not hypotheticals. And I welcome that scrutiny. I welcome that kind of, you know, examination of our records, our experience, our qualifications, our vision for the country. That's what elections are about. You know, this is the way elections are as you move toward decision making.
All right, so you're choosing not to answer that question. Let me ask you another issue that has to do.
No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I am making the case for my candidacy.
Right, but your husband,
very happy that I have strong supporters and I have editorial support. Well, you know, I think that voters will have to judge us, and that's what I welcome. I invite people to do that.
I want to ask you another question about the former president on the issue of not only experience, but also his concerns about the campaign. The last couple of weeks have been dominated by headlines, not about your policy positions or where you would take the country, but about what your husband thinks about how your campaign is being run. Has that been a distraction?
No, it really hasn't, because there is no basis to it. I know that in a campaign, people have lots of advice and opinions, and I welcome that. But it's my campaign, just like it will be my presidency, as it was when he ran and when he was president. And what I do every day is make the best decisions that I can make, taking a lot of good ideas that people give me. I'm very happy with my campaign. I think we have a great team, and they're doing tremendous work. And I think that we're going to do quite well. And what I don't do is get distracted by, frankly, all the horse race, who's up, who's down. I really have never paid much attention to that. I'm not going to start now. I don't think that's the way a leader tries to lead. I think you set a course, you make adjustments if they're necessary, but you don't get knocked off course just because people are talking about it. My view is, I have a big job to do. This country deserves a leader who will make the changes that we need, and I intend to be that leader.
Senator Clinton, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thanks. Great to talk to you.
Thank you. 7:50.